Hi guys, welcome back to my channel if you're new here. I'm Vicky, I have ADHD and I am just trying, I said that like the intro to like a 12-step program. Hi, I'm Vicky, I have ADHD. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention it because it's relevant to today's video. Originally, I left the intro to be recorded at the end because I wanted to be like, this challenge was so enlightening and I really enjoyed doing it. And I have to be honest, it is the 2nd of July. I was supposed to end it yesterday, Friday. Today is Sunday. And I didn't enjoy it. I didn't finish it. I really struggled. And I wanted so badly to get this done in the 30 days. I genuinely did, and I thought that I had figured out a way to game the system by switching the numbers around and just dedicating an hour here and there. But I got struck by serious executive dysfunction, which, in case you don't really know what it is, it's that wanting to do something and knowing you need to do it, but just not being able to get yourself to do it. There were so many times in this challenge I so badly wanted to declutter, but I would find myself sitting on the floor in my office just watching TikToks, or even worse, watching other people declutter. Vaughn just got back, so it might be a little bit noisy. And I struggled with that, and I also struggled with the paralysis of what do I tackle first? So here we go. Here's how it went. I'll chat to you at the end, and yeah, please don't judge. It was hard. First thing I'm going to tackle is this shelf box thing that I've had makeup in for a while, and honestly, probably most of it is not okay to use anymore. And I figured it would be a quick and easy win because it's really big and it's broken, and I might be able to fix it, but I'm not sure. If I can, it would be perfect for sorting things under my bed, but I'm pretty sure I don't need any of this makeup. I actually just I don't have it with me now, but I have a very small makeup bag of stuff that I actually use. I do also know that when I head into my study and sort out a drawer there is a drawer of makeup, but I don't want to go too crazy because I know that I'm going to make it harder on myself to actually finish the thing. So I'm going to start with this, and I'm going to do it with you. I'm just trying to figure out where the best place is for me to do this. Well, today could be wrong until I find you. This isn't even opened. Never used it. When the night could be sweet until you swept me up from my feet down. There is sense. Cup smiles. He finds me with style. The car got a flat tire, but riding shotgun eyes, someone like you. So I've never even opened this. I think it might be the wrong color. I see you slipping on the pearls and tears, and every time everything seems to go wrong. Alright, so I've got one drawer of things that I quite like that I'll move to see if I'm actually going to use them, and if not, they'll go. Some of them are unopened, so I might actually just go check the tester in the store and then see if I'm going to keep it, because if it's unopened I can obviously donate it much easier. Also, I'm so sorry if you can see the dust in these drawers. They were moved around so many times and there's just makeup and dust and whatever. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 22, 24, and this brush I'd already put aside. 25. Actually, 26, because I just messaged my sister to say I have this unopened foundation that she can have. 26 things. Boom. I actually feel like doing more now, but I'm going to try and stick to the 1 a day thing and see how it goes. In terms of what I'm keeping, it's not very interesting. Couple of lipsticks, Stay All Day, translucent powder, and below that is a highlighter. This palette is like one of the cheapest things I've ever bought, but I actually just love it. It's like a random, I guess, our sort of drugstore brand. It was probably about $2 to $3 US a while ago, and it just, the pigments are good. It's day 2, and if I'm honest, I'm feeling a bit under the weather today, so I thought I'd go for an easy win again, which is this box of toiletries, I'm guessing, judging by what's on top. And this was actually stuff that I used to use a lot, and then when we moved, it landed up in the garage, and I moved it into the bathroom, and I've taken stuff out here and there, but I haven't done a big sort of it. So I think this is one that I don't really have to think about that much. So it'll be an easy one for me to do without using my brain too much. I think I just said too much about 10 times. Sorry about that. I think one thing I forgot about with this decluttering situation is that as I declutter, I'm going to have to clean everything. So if you're planning on doing this, keep that in mind. I also didn't get anything to put this stuff in that I'm donating or anything like that. So just a sec. I found a basket that I had forgotten about that I'm going to empty first so that I can use it to put the other stuff in, and then hope there's nothing embarrassing in here. But I did this a few weeks ago, face, hair and body, and those go in the bathroom drawer. So I'm gonna sort directly into there so I don't have to double do it, but I'm gonna start with this, and then that will be empty, and anything I'm not keeping can go in there. I think for this I might do a time lapse, just because I don't think it's going to be as interesting as like digging through makeup. I'm going to show you something, but you can't judge. Look at the bottom of this. Something messed, and I cannot get any of this out. Judgment-free zone though, right? This is when I wish I could get instant feedback from you. I need help. How am I going to do this? Fill it with water, spray it outside. That's a little bit of a problem. And actually this basket is really nice for washing. So I've kind of changed my mind on where I'm putting things. Here's where I'm at so far. It's been like 3 minutes. But this is hair, body, chuck. And I've done it this way because Vaughn actually uses some of this stuff, so I don't want to just get rid of it. Okay. What do I do? Do I make this future Vicky's problem? I feel like I'm going to make a lot of this future Vicky's problem. Yep. I'm going to put this to the side, and then I'm going to deal with that later. Just got to pick your battles, I guess. I'm done. I just took a snack break, but I have actually managed to finish. So let me flip the camera around and show you what I've done. So this is essentially like, I guess you'd call it like backstock. So this is stuff we actually use and tend to buy that it would be silly to throw away. Then in there I've got travel things. So yes, I am the person who takes the little ones from the hotel, the little bottles from the hotel, because when we travel it obviously has to be under a certain amount and whatever. And I've got some like general travel, like earplugs, toothbrushes, my self-tan stuff. Every summer I'll go through like a stage when I want to do it. Behind there this is all shampoo, body, sanitizer, then my face stuff, my hair stuff. This is from, it's miniature grocery stuff. So I just put that all in a box. And then body, and then this is the stuff I'm getting rid of. So I've actually already thrown away the general rubbish, but I want to just count how many things I've got going here. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 12, 13. This is not getting thrown. This I can use on plants. So 13. I think I'm gonna smash through the high numbers quite easily with these small things. It's gonna be when I get to the bigger stuff that I might struggle. That's a nice box you got there. It is day 5, and I have to be honest, I missed day 4. I went to help my mom take down a mirror and try to put one up, and then I was gonna in the evening, and I got back later, and so I need to do day 4 and 5 in one day. And I need your help with this. Let me just flip the camera. So I saw on TikTok that if you put bicarb, I have ants that come in through here. If you put bicarb down, they change their path and they'll go somewhere else, and it's not gonna hurt them or anything. And they've changed their path, but to one tile over. In the meantime, this bicarb is getting everywhere, and I don't want to just kill them. I don't know like how else I can. I mean, you can see here there's bicarb there, and unfortunately when it rained it got a bit foamy. So this is not a great solution. So if you know any ways that I can stop the ants from coming in. The door has one of those bottom things, but I don't want to do something like mean. So please let me know in the comments. So right now I'm actually just looking through this cabinet that is in my cupboard because it's big, to see what I can sort through. Let me put a better light on, but I don't think I'm feeling this one today. Should, but out of sight, out of mind. And then there's my second makeup one, but like we just did makeup, it's a bit boring. I don't technically have to get rid of a lot of things. I know that that's socks and that's swimming costumes, which, while it's really cold, feels like a weird thing to declutter, because I can't really predict what I'm gonna want to wear next summer, what size I'll be, what size I'll wear. I just want to open this cupboard before I turn the camera because I don't know if there's anything embarrassing in here. There's a few lady products over here and there. Let me just... This is what I'm dealing with. That is linen. This is like, I don't even know, Vicky's dumping ground. I have so many empty drawers in this room. I just found more costumes, summer pants, a not very warm top. I have one dress in this drawer. Why is everything else such a mess? I can answer that. So basically these drawer handles, you can't pull like that, and the doors have to be completely open. So when I come to open it, I tend to like grab at the sides. So initially I had a lot of things in there, and then, oh my, should we leave these ones for like a weekend declutter? You know what? I've looked at this for long enough. I am going to grab one bag. And with that one bag, I will see what comes of it. Let's go. Just one bag.
The kind of love you only seen in a novel. I wasn't waiting for some shiny unicorn. I'm nothing around and then you don't but.
Well, that was just about as boring as I thought it would be. I'm getting rid of these two because they don't work. And a really gross lipstick. And then I've got 2 internet cables that I don't know if we need them, so I can't say just yet. And the rest is basically to be packed away. So I guess this one can count as day, what did I say it was? Day 4. So that's 3 things. Not great, but you know what? I was unmotivated, so I'm happy with 3. Let's just cross this off. Yay! Oh, I do still have to pack all this away. Let me actually do that first. So I basically separated it into like, this is looking just as good. I separated it into like filming / voiceover related, and then charging related. Oh, I have more things to get rid of. I've got 3 aux cables. For someone who has an iPhone, these are basically useless. So I am going to put these 2 on the couch to be given to someone, and I'll put one in here for audio related. I've got 2 batteries that I don't know if they work, and it would be very cool to test, but I don't actually think we have a battery tester. And then the rest was like USB drives that don't have a home just yet. I'm going for the second bag. Let's do this drawer. Let's do it, and then I can pack the drawer neatly, and then it's done.
Then I guess sorrows lead to room, a full front collision on my way home. I cut a corner, down we hit and crash. The crash has been the first and hasn't been the last, 'cause it's a...
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't get rid of anything. And I don't know how to feel about that, because like the point was to declutter. But now I can't cross anything off. Honestly, I feel like I have to carry on or reevaluate, but all the things that I found now are things that we'll need. There wasn't even like much to throw away, it was just paper. But now that it's all sorted and there's nothing to get rid of, I probably need to do another drawer.
Different kind of love from any other old school dating is the boat. We are explorers, it's a different kind of love. And now
I've got it. I know what I'm gonna do. Under this couch, as I'm sure you can see, is a lot of stuff. And if I just pull out this basket, I'm sure there's things in here I want to get rid of. Okay. I've got this. Got this. You've got this.
looking like we crazy people just escaping from the lonely. Sometimes I feel that you are from another planet. The way you attract these small disasters like a magnet. And I don't know if you are from outer space, but I can tell you, girl, I'm enjoying the race.
I did it. Here's 2 things. Ha. Let's cross her off. I'm gonna be honest, I did just shove things back in the cupboard, but it's okay. I've got some explaining to do. Also, I just realized the light is really bad. Let me just... Basically, today is actually day 10. And I stopped doing the declutter. I kind of on day, I think it was day 5 or day 6, I just didn't feel up to it. I had a headache, I wasn't feeling that well. And then from there, I just didn't pick up the camera again. So I have a lot of decluttering to do now to make up for it, because I am determined to do this challenge and see it through. And the kitchen is currently in such a state because I started and then I was like, oh, wait, I'm supposed to be vlogging this. I also decided that with not really feeling like the declutter and all of that, I am going to do no spending in another month. And some of the stuff that I've grabbed is just like motivational to get things in order. So I think for now I'm going to pause. I'm gonna tidy up this kitchen, do a little reset, and then I will try and put a few things into donations / sell. Here we go. This is going to be embarrassing. I'm going to turn so you can see the kitchen. This is what is currently going on. It is absolute mayhem. I decided to try make bread. So this is sitting here with bread in it, waiting to go into the oven. And my engagement ring came off while I was playing bread. This little pile as well has just been adding up. This whole situation here is stressing me out. The lounge is a disaster. So I think that the best thing to do is a tidy and then assess the situation. There was a coffee machine there, which is now there because it needs a service and it was feeling too cluttered, etc., etc. I just paused before I even got started properly, but something that I like to do that really helps, and I've seen so many videos about ADHD people and piles of things, but I like to have something empty like this basket, that things that I need to figure out where they go, I'm just gonna put them all in here and I'm gonna get a clean slate, and then once the place looks tidy, then I can look at that basket again. Sometimes it is going to land up like this, but for the most part, technically, I do land up actually going through the stuff when I have a moment. Maybe I'm sitting waiting for something, kettle to boil, etc. And then I'll go through it. But this will be all the random little piles like this will go in there. And immediately that will make me feel better. I actually see at the bottom of this pile is my Kindle, so I'm not going to do that right now with one hand because I will break it. Yeah, that's the thing, hey Frank. But I thought that I would just show that because it really makes it easier for me to wrap my head around when it's all in one place and it's contained, and I don't have to keep moving things from one spot to the other. I can just dump it in the basket and move the basket around with me.
No matter how far, no matter wherever you are, I'm with you. Deep in your heart, my love, I'll stay when I'm away. No matter how far, no matter the way, no matter the pain and heartache, I promise all of those lonesome nights apart, you'll be back in my arms, no matter the way.
I should have put flour on my hands first. Nothing I can do now, it's stuck to me. I don't know why this is so overexposed. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh, that is bad. Okay, pause. Gonna have to pause with my Peter pointer finger.
Although there's miles to cross that stretch between us, you're all I dream separate you from my love. No matter how long, no matter the time that has gone between us, darling, I'm yours and I'm yours alone. Oh, I'll always come home, no matter how long. Although there's miles to cross that stretch between us. Let's meet down at the lonely lake before summer has gone away.
So it's the afternoon already and I haven't started decluttering. Please look at the kitchen. That's my next task. But on a more positive note, let me show you what I've done so far. I also wanted to mention I'm recording on like a potato phone camera because I wanted to be able to watch things on my phone. But basically, here is where we're at. I moved a plant. Lounge is looking neater. Oh, that's looking neater. Sorted this out. This is obviously not done. And here we are. That's all to go to the garage or to be sorted. So let's do this.
Swim out under a broken sky. Cold sun colored with shades of white. Wave goodbye to last summer.
Okay, sorting is finally about to begin, and it is starting with the grocery cupboard, kind of. So we've got this pantry here, but then we also have like a pull-out spice thing here, which I think has a lot of space. Let's just look. Oh yeah, that whole bottom section, that could be like cans and stuff. So what my plan is to pull everything out of the grocery cupboard and put it on the counter and then take it from there, because there's no ways I can sort it in its current state.
Cold air coming away soon. So let's lay under the falling moon. Tell me something about yourself.
Good morning. It is the next day. And I just put the same clothes back on after I woke up because I got so filthy with cleaning and everything yesterday. And our washing machine is currently not working, so I didn't want to dirty more clothes to carry on cleaning. I'm gonna be heading to family later, so I'll shower and get dressed afterwards. But I cleaned out our pantry, as you would have seen, and there is a local charity that just sent a message asking if anyone has groceries because their grocery cupboards are empty. And I was concerned with the stuff being open because I know that in some cases you can't give away open food. But I just double checked with them. They said it's absolutely fine. And so I'm going to pack that into a bag and then see how many things I cross off from yesterday. And then I'm going to tackle our mugs because that's one thing I know that I will be able to get rid of some of the things. And I'm going to try and figure out the rest that's just very messy. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm out of breath, and I don't know why I have hiccups, but I'm trying to not like hiccup while I'm on camera, and they're all bubbling up. So anyway, let's count. There are some things that I pulled out that I know for a fact need to be thrown away, because like there's some orange juices that I had that I tasted it and it was not okay. So obviously those aren't going to go into the bag. But I also need to find my little list of numbers. So here's where we're at. I crossed off 9 because I deleted 9 apps. And the reason why I did that was because those apps were taking up so much space in my brain. And I know I said I wasn't going to do anything digital for this one, but actually it was a helpful thing. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. These aren't really, like, if I'm honest, we would have used these. However, their cupboards are empty. We have 5. We're not going to eat 5. So 3, 4, 5. These two I know are not okay. 15. And then frozen things. I'm obviously not going to put in a bag now because I can only drop off the stuff tomorrow. They're not there today. Something made a disgusting mess here. So I'm going to count them, and then I'm going to put them back in. Does that make sense? That probably doesn't make sense because I know our freezer is packed. Okay, I lost count. Okay, pause. Let me see what number I got to on the video, and then I'll decide about the freezer stuff while I'm looking. Okay, we ended on 17 with the freezer stuff as well. There's only 2 bags. I honestly thought there were more, but that's okay. So I think I should give you a kind of quick view of where we ended yesterday, because it might help as to why I feel this insane overwhelm and I want to do something as easy as mugs. But this bookshelf is in a long-term project for built-ins on this wall. I have to take it to the garage and I have to sort it out and fix it up and attach it to things and that kind of thing. But on it is stuff that I can't necessarily just put in the garage right now. For example, these very rare plants that I bought the other day. And then on this side, we have mayhem. Again, even though yesterday we spent so much time figuring out the mayhem. And then something else that we did that I wasn't recording for. Microwave used to be here. One of our biggest problems is that when dishes come out of the dishwasher, they're not dry. Apparently this dishwasher of ours can dry to the point where you put it into the cupboard straight away. However, I haven't figured that out. So we moved the microwave to there, which doesn't look great, but we're going for function here. And this is crazy. And this configuration is not working. But realistically, I think I have an hour and a half to kind of sort things before the week starts. And the Declutter challenge ends on the 30th. It's the 25th, so 5 days. And I have, at last count, 405 things. So 405 minus 17 and 9. I have 379 things to get rid of in 5 days because I didn't do the challenge properly. And I know that I have that many things to get rid of, but I haven't even opened my office door. So I guess the short version is I'm feeling very overwhelmed and I'm feeling like it's difficult to find a starting point, and I'm going to most likely see, here's the thing. Phoebe, off the counter. So here's the thing, right? This is the difficult part. ADHD, you need deadlines. You will take as much time as you have. So I had 30 days. So I put it off and now we're on day 25. And I panicked and I wanted to do it. So I spent all of yesterday trying to do the thing. If I move the deadline, I will take that long. However, I am actually making myself so anxious by trying to maintain this deadline with a full-time job and other things going on. There's things that we are having to do weekly that are not kind of the norm. Oh yeah, I guess it's just a little bit of like a vent event on where I'm at. So let's do this. Let's tackle the bookshelf. Even if it means moving some things to a different spot. When the front is looking clearer and the kitchen looks clearer, it will feel like the week can start like normal. Maybe, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 20, 22, 23 things in 5 days. Might not be realistic. Can I do 2 things a day? Maybe. I am dead set on finishing this challenge somehow, but it needs to be realistic. I'm going to pick one thing to make the house workable for the week. And then I'm going to take a look at this and I'm going to try to do as many as I can a day. And where we land up at the end, I guess you'll find out, because I'm kind of winging it as we go along. I have that ball of anxiety in my chest and I don't like it at all. Okay, let's just start. I'm going to put something on my phone. Let's just start. So, no, let me retie my hair. I just want to jump in the shower so badly and get ready for the day, but I also just want to finish sorting things that are dusty and whatever, but I feel like a real swamp donkey right now. I've finished making a sort of pile on the bookshelf, so it's a bit neater. I can't take it out to the garage on my own because the cats are going to run out. And in terms of the rest of the kitchen, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, for starters, collapse this recipe book that's taking up space. I wanted a recipe book holder so badly. I got this from H&M, but we actually don't have space for it just at this minute. So I'm going to just do that. The corner can be a little bit messy. I'm going to do the mugs and I'm going to put you on time lapse. I'm going to put something on and we're going to time box this. It's 14:21. Vaughan is only going to be back around 3:30, maybe even closer to 4 now. So I'm gonna go until I can't anymore and then take it from there and have a shower and all of that. I also have handbags in the car that I was going to sell that I took to my mom first, and she took one of them. So I'm just going to make a note here. One handbag went to mom, so that when I count those, I know. I also mentioned to Vaughan yesterday that it was a bit silly, but we have a cleaning lady that comes on Tuesdays. If you have been watching my videos, you know Kudzai, because I spoke to her and about her in the vlogmas. But basically she came and I just last week or the week before, I just like completely offloaded on her about how our garage was stressing us out and there's a leak and we need to let the owners come and get the leak checked because we rent, and it was like driving me insane because I didn't want them to come into the mess that it was. So she so kindly, like, I was walking around the house looking for her and I couldn't find her anywhere. And I went out to the garage and she had been sorting, like, she basically did the whole thing so that it's neat. And in that process, I had a bunch of stuff for donations that I put in a pile, and then she took it home in an Uber so that she didn't have to take public transport with all of it. And I didn't count it, and I don't know what was in there. So there is a bunch of stuff that I got rid of already. But to be honest, I think that even without counting that stuff and looking at that stuff, this is still doable. Because we have lived here 7 months now, and we had a storage room for 3 years maybe that we didn't even like sort out properly quite a few times. So there is still a lot in the garage I can get rid of. And obviously I haven't touched my office at all. I am embarrassed to even show you inside there. So yeah, but I just wanted to mention that because earlier, I think maybe day 2 or 3, I said that I have to do the garage and there's going to be a lot to get rid of. And then now when I take you in there on one of the days, it's going to look like pretty decent. And that's why I didn't do it. I can't take any credit for it. Yeah, sorry, my phone distracted me. Let's do these mugs. This phone that I'm charging on this phone that I'm recording on needs to charge at the same time as well. So I need to hook that up for the time lapse. And the reason I'm recording on my old iPhone is because I need this to keep me focused and watch countless episodes of shows like Hoarders, because it motivates me to not hold on to things, and also it just means that I can set it up once and it's done. Well, this is a great discovery. This cupboard is filthy. Thankfully, nothing that we use was up here. But look at that. No. Look at this one too. Alright, I wish I had a very tall tripod so I could show you this cleaning, but also I'm so short. I can't quite get in here. Gross. I'm gonna put you back on the counter. Well, the good news is I got rid of 5 mugs. So I'm gonna cross off my little 5. The bad news is I ran out of time. So this is still looking like that. I'm gonna put all the mugs that I'm keeping back and organize it another day or something. But I got rid of 5 mugs. That's a good thing. That's a very good thing. We're celebrating the small wins here. It is quite a few days later, and my office is something else. And it's one of the spaces that I had to sort out in this declutter thing. I just mess with this thing on my face, on my thing, and I'm there. And this is actually looking like a bite. I just stuck a whole bunch of stuff on it, so please ignore that. We do no filters here. This is kind of the situation I'm in right now because I just pulled everything off the couch so I could at least make the couch neat. What I'm going to do is I'm putting on a 40-minute episode, and I am going to do as much as I can in that 40 minutes, and then I need to sit down and focus, and then I'll do like 20 minutes, and then so in my breaks I'll do as much as I can, and as long as my office lands up in a somewhat working state, I'm okay, and at least I would have started. So I'm also turning on the camera because I need the accountability of starting. That is what I'm struggling with the most. So now the question is, where do I put you? Will this work? Yes, that will work. Let me smash on a time lapse. Let's do this.
It's a big old world. So what did I miss? California girl, Oregon bliss, alright. It's a matter of time
time has literally just ended. My desk is neat. The room feels better, but I'm just going to do a vacuum, and then the next batch will be like sorting, etc. I feel so much better. You can probably tell just by the way I'm talking. I feel a million times better.
And it's a matter of heart.
Let's talk about it. There's going to be a part 2 because I'm not giving up. I came to sit in front of one of the worst spots that has happened to this declutter session ever, and one of the absolute struggle points for me, because behind that wall, behind there, see that cream pot? One of the things that I procrastinated on is I decided I had to finish the batten board for that instead of decluttering. Subsequently, I painted it 3 times, didn't like the colors, kept using it as a procrastination thing, and now, on top of that, all of the clutter is sitting in front of it, unsorted. This is not even stuff that I'm giving away. So, it didn't work for me yet. I'm going to continue this, whether it takes me 6 months, a year, I don't care. I will finish this challenge. And I'm going to be more diligent about filming as well, so that I can stay on the journey. And maybe you can also let me know how it's gone for you. And yeah, maybe it's been slightly inspirational. Maybe you've also struggled. I would love to know, because it does feel like one of those things that the TikTok and Pinterest girlies get right straight away. And, you know, classic ADHD, that's not how it goes for all of us. We're not the TikTok and Pinterest girlies. We're different. And it's okay. It's frustrating, but it's okay. We'll get there in the end.
Look at my life. Let's go back to the start.